Directorate friend. Hello, I've been
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning them.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor, you suspect me.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I'd say they've obviously been altered. But listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched, but still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. There should be a Zeranium. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look.
I can speak to the coordinate. All commands are routed through.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refined.
I'll.
Always account for standard deviation.
Svoboda sure has it out for that initiative. Guess I would too if Alva had killed a bunch of my colleagues.
Over here! You lose something down there? Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a hero? Of course! I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes. All commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Works in operations, right? Well, that's about everything I know about. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
locked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Doctor's been in there a while.
Alva's been here for how many years?
The circumstances proceed toward intended results.
Something about that Alva doesn't square. And she called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Respecting one's elders is considered good manners in most colonies. Exceptions may be made for violent offenders.
Yes, suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would what else will this Hegel... Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort. Oh, well, we developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite tremendous. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results. You're back. I see my choice in you was... Zeranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state. And my internal... With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries. Now that you mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, then my mind was... I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly. Or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here. You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory. I am this called the farm.
All your endeavors add to the equation.
Oh, hello, dear. Why, we were just talking.
Or specifically,
You know how the Order is. Always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
that you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. Svoboda has clearance, but not the know-how. I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring.
Wait a bit. You're going to what?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you, dears, to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufactory button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid. Perhaps you shouldn't. My earlier endeavors were often disconcerting. But the truth remains. Whatever is happening here, I'm not involved.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, you'll either need to trust me or back that worm Svoboda. That ridiculous little functionary upended my existence. For 20 years, I was Alva. It wasn't a good life I had here, but it was quiet. It was mine. It wasn't hers to take.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one, at that. I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it.
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation. I appreciate your practicality. Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. Yes, though I was aiming for her face. Best search her office.
It would have been nice to perform that search before there was a corpse in the room, but takers and choosers.
Proctor left her terminal on. Maybe it holds some sign of who she was working for. Unseal the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look. Space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors. The Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Clemens? The archivist? Ah, that follows, I suppose. Still more that I missed. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say? I have an old contact on Cloister I need to look up. Part of a small matter there. Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Affirmative.
So, Abbot Newell sent you to my manufactory to lower tensions with Auntie's choice, I take it. Have you tried? Good, good. The Order has been made out to be in the wrong here. It would be a shame for hostilities to reignite before we find out who's responsible. May all...
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. I can't I recognize you've done right by us here today. And may fate and fortune converge.
If I could, but alas, it's not charged.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you. Perhaps it would be advantageous to... No, that won't function optimally.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation.
I do not believe I've observed you in these trenches before. You are aware of this beforehand, correct?
Business rival.
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
What's the big idea?
That's just survivors after all. Now, anyway.
Did that blast give me a dunder? Or is some damn stranger walking into my area of operation right after we've been attacked? You got any reason I oughtn't have you shot? A what? Is that like some kind of contractor? Are you looking for it? Yeah? And what exactly makes you so sure of that? Huh. Interesting. Did he say who he thinks did hit us? Not that it matters, I suppose. Not like we can muster a counterattack or anything. But even if I did believe you, so what? Seriously? You expecting me to ring up Auntie and tell her, hello, Maven of all marketing? Just letting you know that this scrutinization officer says you've clearly been out in the Dorado sun for too long. Ah, an offer for transaction. Now you're talking my language. Didn't reckon you was... Just so happen. Lately, my luck's been right miserable. I got enemy sneak attacks. I got grunts murdering each other. I got unsanctioned power struggles. And it all risks reflecting badly on me. Well, who else should I be worried? You could... Or, if all that sounds like too much work for you, there are other ways to curry my favor. Make me believe your good intentions. Encourage me. Absolutely. Bits are a bond that buys a broad bevy of believability. Auntie says so herself. They show sincerity, trustworthiness, and a goodly dose of class. That bomb that hit us, it was filled with uranium. So not only did it kill my contract medic, you get her the compression coil she needs to make the auto docks work, and that should cut. There's been a murder. Problem is, go find out who done it, and I'll send the message you're asking for. This a real. Anyways, there's some dispute over. Now you know that's an irrevocable. So don't let either of it.
People are dying, and all he cares about is what he can get out of it.
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you... Some kind of... Don't suppose you're looking for a way to help. We need compression. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the as many as you can. There's so much more work. Auntie dropped extra compression coils in pods from orbit to help our... Many thanks.
I've been laid up same as those troopers, and I don't wish that kind of suffering on anyone. Auntie's enough. Let's look for those coils.
Go for fortification.
You're back. Please tell me you've had some luck in finding us compression. Lovely. It's a start. You're back. Please tell me if, well...
You strike me as the curious sort, dear. What is your most lettered field of study?
Lettered fields? No. Always been keen on ship engines, though. Skip drives, too.
Ah, skip drives are quite the enigma wrapped in spherical hyperalloy. I could talk your ear off about their theoretical fundamentals, but I suspect you seek more hands-on data.
And how? They always arrived reassembled back in my factory days. We just mounted them to the bulkhead and moved on. I'd love to crack one open and see what makes it tick.
That would be inadvisable. Best not go poking at fundamental forces with a crescent wrench, dear. Oh, yes, that's a much.
Yes? Who are you? And why are you attempting to steal my utterly invaluable attention? Murder? Oh, right. One of the enlisted killed their superior. Ah, wonderful! I was hoping someone would bring some sense into this madness. You should go talk to Trooper Wentworth. I'll let him speak for himself before I start speaking for him. Sure.
Hey, damage-prone daredevil. You're getting battered and bruised, brutally battling Auntie's enemies. So we're honoring your sacrifice.
Hey, stranger! Please, you gotta help me. They're gonna railroad me into a guilty verdict. Then I'll be declogging sewer sediment tanks until I'm dead enough to mulch. Durbin! Oh, that's great! He's bound to see the truth of— I got a bunch to say. First, I say I'm no murderer. Second, I say there was no reason to do it. Third, I'd say that I actually like Chief Cuddy. I mean him no harm. He'd get you extra shifts if you asked, and only ding your pay if you really screwed up. And sometimes, if you really had to go, he'd even cover your bog breaks, pro bono. I'd never have hurt the chief, even if you offered to pay me to do it. I don't think nobody killed Cuddy. I was there. That's why they think I did it. And he was fine. Well, he was fine up until he wasn't, and then he just swole up and died. But the way he swole up, it's something Cuddy always said might happen. Only it don't make no sense that it happened now. We were eating chow at our post. I made a ruckus, which called everyone in, and all they saw was him dead and me fine. So Security Officer Abner charged me with murder and threw me in here. It was exactly what Cuddy said would happen if he ate Crabble. He was deathly allergic to Crabble. But we ate Sisty stew, fresh from the can. And ain't no crap. I don't have to. Cuddy told him himself. He told, but that's still gotta be how he died. So, I need you to talk to Security Officer No, that was days ago, and they tossed out the rest of the stew. So, I don't even know if the docs will still be able to tell it was allergies that did in Cuddy. He will.
Yeah.
Yes, and if you're here as a spy, know that the temporary ceasefire is on tenuous enemy scrutinization officer Durbin. What does he want with me? Ah, well, in that case, allow me to... Now you're starting to sound like some of the wagabouts I've got under my command. Why would I be anything but serious? Executive Wojciech has been part of this unit. It's earned him okay. The executive welcomes you, but would like to know why Scrutinization Officer Durbin sent you here. There's no dispute. Executive Wojciech is in You may mock. He wouldn't be much of a commander if he couldn't communicate with the troops.
That is
Designer Bradford, you've been warned.
And you've been... I just wanted to make it clear to our newcomer.
That is quite enough, Designer. Yes, well, still, that executive...
Ugh, not this crabble scat again. There is zero Yes.
Bradford, how dare you undermine me? I mean, us, like that.
Well, if you're competent enough for Durbin to send you, then, unlike the others, you can probably survive this fool's errand. And what better way to prove Wentworth is lying?
Just rumors and conjecture. Wojciech can...
Oh, stop. Even if he could ask for a pupa from a rival nest, he'd probably just eat the law-be-damned thing to cut down on competition. He's a bug, nothing more. But the only way to prove it to our command is to have you run this fool's errand. Once it's shown to have been a colossal waste of resources, they'll put me...
That is enough.
Yes, sir.
Suit yourself, but fame and fortune...
What's happening? Are you making any progress? Thank you, but please hurry.
Well, what have we here? You couldn't look less Auntie's choice if you tried. Durbin sent you? Why? You certainly ain't a certified pre-inhumation Oh, lovely. And just what is it you think you can do for me? You ain't even carrying a masticating tissue scrutin... What? How could that be? I made the stew myself and every one of us ate it. What? That's ridiculous. It was nothing but canned cysty stew. Stew that I Oh. Oh no. Oh, did you... Well, he told everyone that. But that ain't exactly the same as it actually being true. See, Cuddy was what you'd call a complainer. He complained about the food. He's also somebody's nephew. Some junior executive. And if you gave him reason enough to complain about you, law no, half it. So most of us just ignored him. Assuming he was What? Unless... Hey, how'd you like to make some bits? Some real bits? And keep a tragic accident that'll... Well, no. And even worse. Since there's apparently nobody coming to do an autopsy, I might have to just send Bardot to the claim to start her sentence on all available evidence. Absolutely. Come on now.
What's happening? Are you making any progress?
You're back? Why? Well...
Yes? Who are you? And why are you attempting to steal my utterly invaluable attention? Murder? Oh, right. Sure. Fine.
You've returned. We've been observing you and have an exciting opportunity if you're interested. We do that, and I and Executive Wojciech shall make sure you are well rewarded for your efforts. Look in the...
Excuse me. Apollo.
Hey!
Nothing, just...
You know...
But I've studied him extensively, and it is most assured I am. Bring it to me. And not only will I match any reward he offers, but you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that it will serve a much greater purpose.
Wonderful! We're not going to tell anyone about this, yes? Ever?
Hey, damage-prone daredevil. You're getting battered and bruised. Welcome. And to show my gratitude, I'm offering you and...
Honestly, why do you thank Law? I was genuinely concerned I'd have to sort this out on my own. So we got... That means if someone used... I'd do it myself, but my boss said she's on her way for a surprise inspection. So I can't... Yes, that's exactly... Well, really, make it turn into a small puddle. But that's neither here nor...
Welcome. What can I get you? Welcome back. What can I get you?
You ain't got clearance to come this way. Make empty crowd! You ain't got clearance to come this way. One step more and you die. Ain't nothing there.
I've been told Chief Cuddy's corpse has gone missing, which is a surprise to both of us. Thank you for your help. You've saved 2 careers today and allowed us to put this whole... Of course. Regardless.
You did it! You actually did it! I can't believe you could get it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I'm so glad to be out of that damn cage. Someone else's crime. So you know what happened? That good-for-nothing rung leech! That dunder! My cousin's a VP in R&D who used to head testing on Numa. That makes me... I've put in for that transfer, and under the circumstances, I think they'll give it to me. Thank you again for your help.
Ford Endurance sure has fared better than Opportunity. Ironic, in its way. Been meaning to ask you, Marisol. Back when we first met, you said something about me seeming sad. What was that about?
Call it intuition, if the unscientific nature of the term doesn't irk you. Was I correct?
Sure, I can get a little ruminative, but so what if I get caught up in the past? Who doesn't find themselves returning to the same old stories, hoping for a different ending?
Dear, I don't want to call attention to it, but each word you just spoke was sadder than the last.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander. Apologies, but don't target, no attack. Short on targets at the moment. Amplification in progress. Locking them down.
Let's find them fast. They have a meeting in an hour.
Knew you had my back.
Hostilities are afoot.
Heads up too, but I'm not ready. Over here! Free hole in the head! How are you still upright over there?
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Proceeding to attack.
Ready to waste them. On your command. Hit the broad side of a sprayer. I'm at it.
No combatant on my scope.
Lights flashing before my eyes, Commander.
Vital critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander.
I knew you had my back.
Investigating hostile intentions.
The idea is to kill them before you die.
I would not refuse medical support.